Live. What's up, everybody? Another day, another dollar. We are back at 50K, guys. I had to do it. I had to reset the account because I lost all my money on that last 13th day of the evaluation. But I will go into the explanation later. Okay, as you can see on the title of the video, we have 3 topics to discuss while we trade. And one of them is going to be the explanation as to why we are resetting the evaluation. So I'm going to be coping with you guys on that one. Before that, we're going to talk a little bit about having a phone detox. You know, we live in our phones nowadays. Everybody, we all do. And I've noticed that I spend way too much time, not even on my phone, not on the screen all the time. Of course, I do spend a lot of time doing that. But even if I'm not doing that, just having the phone with music or with a video playing. And because there's no silence, I am much less focused during the day. I said much more less. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm trying to detox from that, but I'm not ready yet. I gotta be honest. Okay, I gotta be honest. I'm not ready because right now I'm going to the gym, right? That's kind of like what I've been trying to get better at physically, get physically more fit. And I've been doing that, and the phone helps, because it kind of like, how should I say it? The phone, I have to use my phone in the gym, listen to music or listen to a podcast or something while I'm in the gym. Not that I'm in the gym all day. You could say, okay, why don't you just use your phone in the gym? But a detox, it's like nothing, right? That's what a detox is. You can't have a little bit of the thing you like or the thing you're trying to detox from. You cannot have any of it. It's a detox. So I'm not ready for the detox because I'm going to the gym. But in the discussion, I'll explain why I think it's a good idea to get off the phone, or why I think it's a good idea for me. Okay, for me. I don't care what you do. You do you. Okay, you watch your phone every day? Fine. You don't even use the phone ever? Great. You have balance in your life with your phone? Awesome. Okay, awesome. Me, I need a detox. Okay, it's too much already. It's too much wasted time. So I need a detox. And I'm gonna do it when I'm good and ready. But in this video, I just wanted to brainstorm some ideas of why I think a detox would be beneficial for me. Meanwhile, we're gonna be trading and trying to pass this evaluation this time around. I am definitely much more confident having done the preparation first. If you want to watch the videos, they're all there. Everything I've done in this evaluation, it's recorded on my live videos. And this will have its own playlist. It's going to be 3 playlists that you can see on my channel. It's going to be, the preparation, the evaluation, and then now is the reset or second attempt at the evaluation, because I blew up my account on the last day of the previous evaluation. Now, when I say last day, again, I'll explain later what happened. Okay, I want you guys to know transparency of what happened, me blowing up an account. Not to say that I'm above blowing up accounts, but there was a reason why I took the risk to blow up the account. and it might actually be a really stupid reason. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss what happened there. And then the last, well, actually, that'll be at the end of the video. The second topic we're going to discuss is longing versus shorting the Nasdaq. And I got some ideas on that. So anyways, without further ado, we're already mapping the chart. We got our previous area established, at least the range. Now we're tapping into this area here. Look at this S&D here. Here is what gave us the break of this high, which was turning around, right? Because it did break this actually. It broke the structure here, went up higher, then went down. Maybe some people thought we were gonna go bullish, bearish again, especially because the trend is down, the current trend, longer time frame. But then on the 5-minute, we have this drop here to this place, and that's when all structures were broken pretty swiftly, especially since this is happening very quickly, right? We have the market open. All right, we'll see where the market open is, but I think I like to put this area definitely here, and then 50% of that. Okay. Now within this, we have this fractal. Okay, let's pay attention to that. Yeah. See what happens when price gets there. So this is telling me not to rush getting into that white line and taking a buy until we see whether it crosses the purple line, the white line or not, which is the middle of our area there. If we drag down our area and place it, right where we had it, we can see what previously happened in that area. Okay, we have this, look at that, it's like almost perfect. Right there. You see how, oh, look at that. You see how, let's see, I'm just trying to get into right in the middle of that. Okay, you see how I put this line below? You see that? How it went right through it? And we noticed that on the fractal nature of the, the one that happened after. What happened after this was a fractal there. So we're gonna pay attention to this. This could happen again, Okay. And then we're gonna pay attention to this and previous when price and if price goes down all the way down here. But right now we are looking pretty bullish. I'm gonna change the colors of these candles. Kind of boring. Let's go with white. I never use white on the. And then these babies, let's do them brown with purple. All right, a little more lively, kind of. So on the 1 minute chart, we have, that same action. The market opened. Well, I was gonna check out earlier where it was, but looked like it opened right here, right there. Okay, price has not traded any lower than the market open. So that's interesting. That is very bullish. I would not expect a reversal all the way down here, to be honest. Just the way, I mean, not today, not today. That's what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't expect a reversal all the way down here today, but it could happen. Anything can happen. We're not above what could happen. But maybe a tap there sometime in the future. But on the daily, we're probably going to be very bullish. Let's see. Well, it has been going down, but it looks like that might be the spot where it could leave. If we take on the daily, we take this area from this high to this low, that was eventually ran back to the less than, more than 50%, but the 50% aligned perfectly with the market open, as you can see. I mean, not the open, but the candle opening. Not market open, candle open. It's about 50% right there. Let's see a Fibonacci just to make sure. And I made it a little. There we go. Yeah, 50% right there. Look, of that drop right there. So I don't see it very bearish. I don't think we're gonna get past the line actually, but we might. I mean, we might see a pull up. But this is the daily, so today might just be, even if it wicks out here, we're still looking bullish. Or even if it wicks, even here, we're still bullish for the day. Because if it does retrace, it'll probably have pull up towards, especially towards this area here, to the top of this candle. This day was just mitigated all day, and then finally closed slightly bearish, opened up, slightly went up, and really plummeted. And this is what we saw yesterday. So yesterday, okay, well, I did trade yesterday, guys, not live and not in evaluation. I traded the micros. Shit, let me get through this. Disclaimer, the content presented in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The views and opinions expressed are solely those of the creator and should not be construed as financial advice. The creator does not sell any products or services, nor is affiliated with any of the trading platforms or tools mentioned. Trading involves risk and is not suitable for all investors. It is important to conduct your own research or consult with a professional before making any investment decisions. The creator assumes no responsibility for any losses or damages arising from the use of this content. I'm getting better at that one. So I traded the micros for about an hour, no less than that, probably like 45 minutes, and I was really good. It was really good for me. Probably one of the best days I've had in the micros, not because of how much I made or anything, but because of the kind of like the smoothness of it. Like, I took 3 trades. I lost the first 2 trying to go for a reversal up. I actually caught a long on that very bearish day. I caught a long on a bearish day that was awesome actually. And 2 attempts, I couldn't get it, but I didn't risk much, so I lost like 20 points. Then I took one more attempt at the reversal, and it gave me the, it went my way. I chased it with, with a trailing stop, and I got about 20 points. No, not 20 points. Sorry. No, like 35 points. Sorry. Yeah, 35 points or 40, between 35 and 40 points, something like that. So I made my money back and then some. And I, stopped trading. That was a good decision to just stop right there. I got to keep my money for yesterday. And my order, my position did yield more returns. So if I had stayed in it, I would have gotten maybe double, like 80 points. Not kidding, like maybe 70 points. But I did get out because it did reverse a bit before going again my way. So I didn't want to risk either losing the position or just taking very small profit, especially since I had already got my money back, pretty much, and with a profit. So what more can you expect from a trade? So I did close it. Ended up, being a good day, but it was a really good entry. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it keep playing the same song over and over? So yeah, I mean, I'm still, kind of bullish for the day. And going back to the phone detox, right? Because that's our first topic. Yeah, man, like the phone, man, it's too much. It's too much. It just consumes your life. You're like looking at it every day. You do your business there. You do your technical analysis on your phone, man. Like, I mean, I use a computer. I use the computers, of course, to trade. You're not gonna be trading on your phone, man. If you're trading on your phone, come on, come on, and don't tell anybody. If you're trading on your phone, don't tell anybody. Right? Just keep it to yourself. But no, I trade on a computer, and it's not the same, right? Like, I mean, because in the computer, it's more likely that you can focus and work. I mean, at least I do. I mean, but even when you're on the computer, your phone is still there. You use it. You put a video on. You put some music on, and you get a text. You get an email. You get 10 emails because only one of them is important, and so on and so on. So it never ends with the phone. Even when you're trying to work using the computer, your phone is still a problem. I mean, my phone, I mean, I don't know about you, but my phone is a problem for me. When I say you, I don't mean you, right? I mean me. Or, just, yeah, I mean me. Okay, so right now, price ain't moving much, and it's about to give us some kind of range. And we are at the top of that big monster push up. So I think we're gonna trade down a bit before trading up. So another area I like to watch for is this one. And we have the range. We take this to this, or even let's make it bigger actually. Let's make it to here, which is the lowest it went before breaking this structure, which is now being mitigated. Oh, yeah, so like that. And then if that's the case, and that's 50%, let's say that the area is this big. right? And let's see what happened all the way over here. Hold on 1 second, just a tiny bit less right there. Let's drag this baby all the way over here. Over here, yeah. Let's see where we are. All the way 50% right there. So we're gonna be watching for this definitely, and then this as well, to give us some kind of reversal. Oh, it's too bright. Whatever. I just wanted to make it a little less bright. Yeah, right there. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait, guys, because this is not what we like to see for us, unless we are sure of something. Like right now, I think we're gonna start to aim to break the high. That's what I'm thinking before we trade lower. Wow. So another thing, so the phone, well, let's wrap the phone detox thing. So yeah, like I said, so I'm gonna go through a phone detox. I will be just talking about it periodically on the evaluation. I'm not gonna start yet. This is just something it's an objective I have, you know, just like passing this evaluation. I have some objectives. I think being just disciplined in other areas of my life will give me the discipline I need to become a profitable trader. Because like I said before, don't take any advice or anything like this, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just starting trading. So this is brand new for me. I'm learning. But one thing that I've noticed is that discipline is really the difference between making money and losing money in the long run. In the long run, right? Day by day, you're still gonna lose, you're still gonna win. But in the long run, in the statistics, the averages, the only way to win more than you lose, in my opinion, is to be disciplined. And so I'm trying to build discipline in other areas of my life so that it becomes easier for me to be disciplined during trading. And so build up that discipline muscle. You know what I mean? So bring discipline to my life, and the phone detox will be a big step up. Now let me get a little more into what's wrong, right? What's wrong with having a little music while you do something else, right? What's wrong with having, you know, Shakira blasting or The Weekend or whatever you like, you know? What's wrong with just listening to that song while you wash the dishes, while you, you know, get on the computer and work, while you fill out the report or whatever? Well, the reason why it's detrimental, in my opinion, I'm gonna have a short term for in my opinion. IMO. IMO. I'm just gonna say IMO all the time. IMO. So IMO. I'm just gonna introduce it to the sentences so that you know what I'm talking about. So that you don't sue me, basically. In my opinion, what's wrong with listening to music while you work, for example, is that, okay, first of all, what is the hardest thing to do in the world? Oh, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what's the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing to do for humans is be inconsistent thought. Be inconsistent thought. Like have a thought about something and keep that thought in your mind for a long time. Or for now, right? I mean, you can measure time, but basically for now. Like right now you're thinking about something, okay? It's fresh in your, ooh, look at that. I told you guys. I told you it would go up. Ooh. Look at that. Oh yeah. That was a good call. That was a good call. Um oh, still going up. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so thought, consistent thought is the hardest thing for man to do. Just having one thought and not get distracted by doing something, by, think about it. It's like when, when people are incarcerated, for example, for something they did, right? What do? They put them in a place where they don't have distractions, right? They don't have the outside world. Think about it. Like you would think jail is awesome. They feed you, they let you work out all day. They give you education programs. You might think, oh, jail sounds great. But yet nobody wants to go to jail. Like nobody. I mean, not nobody, but most 99.9% of people don't want to go to jail. And the reason is because you're going to be in your thoughts all day. Now you can say, okay, well, you don't get to see your friends. You don't get to see the outside world, like to enjoy the freedom of life and all that. Well, what are those things? They're just keeping you away from thought. See what I'm saying? They're just distractions. Everything. Because even in jail, if you end up incarcerated, you're still gonna have ways to cope with the thinking part of being in isolation, right? And with no distractions. And even they have TVs and radios and all that stuff. So what I'm trying to say is that that's the biggest punishment we can give to each other is you're gonna have to sit down and think about it. That's like, think about it, like that's probably like something smart your dad said once or something, or like an authority figure. It's like, sit down and think about what you did. Yeah, how long did you want to be sitting down thinking about what you did? Like a minute, and then you're done. You're like, I'm done with, yeah, I already thought about it. Yeah, I came to conclusions and I'm done. Okay, so we established that thinking is the hardest thing to do in the world. Well, the phone is keeping us from thinking, and so we become very weak. Now, again, when I say we, I mean I, okay? I don't mean you. I say me, okay, me. But when I say we, because it's my channel, that's why. Oh, look at it, it's still going up. So, whew, I should have gotten into that one. Imagine that. I said it when price was like around here. Even if it was high up here, still, I don't think it was here. I think it was more like here because it hasn't been that long since I said that we were going up. And then so the phone keeps us from thinking. and we become weak in our heads and our decision making and our everything, because we cannot think. We cannot think for a minute. That's it. That's the whole point of the detox, is to be able to just think. And then when we work, we don't need that much distraction, because the work itself is a distraction. You see what I mean? See, if you don't have the music going on and the videos and all the distractions and the Netflix or whatever, or the iPad and the phone, if you don't have all these things, you're probably gonna start to think. And then when you work, then you can focus on work, because it's pleasure. Like, work gives you the pleasure of not thinking anymore, because you've been thinking all day, which is hard to do. And whatever is hard to do is usually pretty good for us, just like working out. And again, that's why I'm not going into the detox right now, because I'm still trying to get my body up to shape, which is getting better, you know. Like, I've already been pretty good for the last week and a half, and yesterday I was good, you know. Today I'm gonna do it. Oh shoot, I slammed my oh no. Yeah, I hope you didn't see that, guys. I'm embarrassed. It was embarrassing. I'm gonna do it today, tomorrow, the gym, and then once, you know, once I get in really good physical shape, then I'm gonna really get into the phone detox, and then maybe get to the point where I only use my phone and stuff. You know, when it's like, see, but the problem is, you start doing it, and then you slowly, like, little by little, start using it more and more and more. Like, it's almost impossible to not start using it more and more and more. I mean, I bet there are some people that have really good discipline with that, but I doubt it. I doubt that most people, because they're not going to tell you, right? They're not going to tell you, oh yeah, I take my phone to the bathroom, so I can't live without it. Nobody's going to say that. They're going to say, oh yeah, I just use my phone every now and then, and I just text her. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You got like 10 video games in there. You got your pee, you know what I'm talking about? You got your recreational stuff. You got everything in there. You're telling me you're not, and you can see it, right? Like parents, like, watching their kids' baseball game. They're on the phone. They're not watching the game. I mean, some of them are for a little bit, but then right back at it, to the phone. Like, can you check if KFC is open? Phone. It's always a phone. Okay, we're gonna see what happens here, guys. This might be an opportunity for a scalp up. Ooh, look at that. We are too late now. It sucks, because there was a good pull up that would have given us the profit. And I was actually getting tempted to do it, but I knew it would be quick, and who knows how big. So this might get bigger. I think we're still in the bottom of the range here. We might go up, but first we gotta see, because we are making lower lows. We did run the high here and here, but we gotta see how this candle closes to see if we can get another opportunity to scalp up. Because that actually, well, you know, phone detox, it's gonna be great. I'm not ready yet, but I'm gonna get to it. Thought, that's why I'm doing it, to gain thought. Okay, so back to, actually not back to, but let's start topic number 2, which is an interesting one. It's an interesting one. You might actually like this one. Yeah, that was a perfect opportunity right here. Perfect. And now, because this low fell Well, I spoke too soon. If it breaks these highs, then we'll definitely take a much more interest in this low. But if it doesn't break the high, then we might consider that we're gonna break it. But we'll see what happens in this candle now. I mean, this candle was the one to get in on right in the beginning. And we were saying, okay, let's look at what happens to this candle. It did end up closing right exactly where the previous candle closed. So this little area here is the one that's pushing price down. Look right here, so this, I mean, I imagine this could be a fractal. And now because the high didn't run these highs, now this is not protected, so it might just go right through it. But notice how when it gets here, right there, that's where we're actually expecting price to go down from, because that it did it over here, it did it here when it wicked, and continues to actually kind of close there. So this might actually just be where price trades higher from. That would be actually good for us, because if price trades higher from this, making new highs and even breaking structure, then we can really pay attention to this low that could give us another entry later on. I'm not in a rush today, guys. I'm in my first trade. I haven't even made, I've made 0 trades, but given how I performed during the preparation and the evaluation, this being my 3rd attempt, well, the 2nd attempt, because the first preparation wasn't the actual evaluation. It was just a demo account. So you see that? You see that? We'll see. I think it's gonna break it. I think it's gonna go here again and even go lower. If we don't get a rejection from here, like if we pass this line here, maybe this low, I doubt this is protected. The real protected low, it's all the way over here. And as you can see, it's here. Well, the word for where that point that we were talking about is here, which is part of like another analysis to the left, and it was kind of the top of where price was ranging earlier. So yeah, so this topic, sorry about all the rambling about the NASDAQ, which is actually, it's what the topic is about. The second topic is, should you long or short the NASDAQ? Now, we are trading future markets, and the great thing about futures markets is that you can either take a position going up, or, which is buy, you can buy, or you can sell, which means you want price to go down and take profit at a cheaper price. So you buy one here and you sell one here. You've seen me do it. You know what I'm talking about. You've done it yourself. Now the NASDAQ. Okay, so here's the thing. I was listening to a podcast on my phone. You see, it goes full circle. I was listening to a podcast on the phone. Not a podcast, but a trader guy. I can't remember his name. Siam Trading. I don't know. In Spanish, actually. The guy speaks Spanish. So he was talking about the NASDAQ and indices, indexes like NASDAQ, like the MES, the S&P 500 or the Dow. When you trade those kind of instruments, wow, that was the one that gave us the push up. But again, ooh, you see that one? A little fake out, huh? But they did run the high here. So we gotta pay close attention to this. Yeah, so he was saying that those type of indices should not be shorted. They should only be longed, because they have a tendency to go up. And that's what people put the money into, these index, is it indices or indexes? I don't know, either one. I think it's the same word. But he was saying that to short these type of instruments is not a good idea because of their nature, that that's where people put their money for it to go up. Oh, we ran the high, broke the structure. So yeah, that was the trade right here. Look at that. And even holding it. But that's great that this happened. So now we have a protected low here. So I'm gonna pay attention to two of them. We have this one, and then we also have here, just in case, you know, it goes below it a little bit later. All right, we'll let it go up. Yeah, I mean, I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, so he was saying, okay, think about the Forex, right? You got two currencies trading against each other. So you take the euro and the US dollar, for example. And it makes more sense that if you can either long or short, because sometimes one is dominant, one against the other, and then sometimes the other one's dominant against the other. And I'm talking about force, right? Like their force, their momentum or whatever, not so much the price itself, but which one's stronger, you know, which one's currently stronger. And that fluctuates between the currencies, because you have the US dollar and against the euro, one goes up, the other one doesn't perform as well, so one is stronger, then that switches, and because of that, it's, you know, price tends to stay in a range. There's a range, and you can short and long within that range. Whereas these instruments like the Nasdaq, they are long instruments. They're long in all the time. So it's unwise, he said, to short it. And I really, really paid attention to that, because that might be why I get into some bad habits trading the Nasdaq, is because I just try to catch the move, whether it's up or down. But maybe the wise thing to do is to wait only for longs until I get more profitable that way. I mean, I don't know, because I don't know. I don't have the data. But I can imagine that if I only I only go for a buy position, it would give me more indication as to what is really happening. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no way to know. Well, one way to know is, of course, to journal every single trade, which I'm definitely gonna get a lot better at that. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really been really good at that. I was really good for a while about that, and then I stopped. Like, I would get behind days, like let's say I didn't record all my trades for some reason, and then I would say, okay, I'll do it later, and then I didn't do the next days. I didn't do that one, so then now I have to do two of them. Okay, so I would do two of them, get caught up, and then it would happen again, 2 days, 3 days, and then now I'm really behind. Now I am just doing the current one, and then I lose the information. So I'm gonna get, especially now that we have a reset, that's another good thing about having a reset, is that we can start from scratch. We can journal every single entry, every single profit, every single loss. So I'm not gonna start longing right now, just longing and not shorting. If I see a short opportunity, I'm gonna take it. But I will definitely pay more close attention to whether my buys or short or sells are the ones that are giving me profit, or the ones that are, you know, taking me for a ride. Okay, which are the ones that are cooking me, and which are the ones that are beneficial. And that the only way to do that is with data. Like right now, right here, okay, so we start to drop, right? Now we'll see if we range all the way down to our, you know, protected lows here and here, and maybe somewhere in between. And so right there, right, I mean, you could say, okay, why don't you short that? I actually saw that. I mean, I saw the drop, not this drop all the way where it is. I saw that it might want to drop right here, right? Because we have this little, very little candles, and this one's much bigger. So I said, okay, maybe, you know, it's done going up, right? It's gonna retrace before either going back to our area or keep going up. Could have been just a little bit and then keep going up, like it could have been something like this, right? Where, well, more like this. Actually, I will say that price hasn't really been, like, we have big wicks, but when we have a bunch of wicks, it hasn't been too chaotic. You know what I mean? Like here's more chaotic, definitely. But this was before 9 a.m., you know, with all the craziness. Central time, so, you know, that's after market open. Okay, so we are approaching our area. Yeah, I like kind of like the lower one more than the this one. Kind of like this one more than this one, because price did trade up from that, then down, but it didn't run this low, or even the candles that gave us the push, right? Like this candle wasn't broken. This one was, but that's below. I mean, that's above our low. No, so maybe here we'll see. Or maybe we leave from here, because on the lower time frames we have more important lows. But we're not gonna get into a trade from here, even if it leaves without us. We're gonna wait. We're gonna be more precise with our order placement, which is one of the reasons I wasn't particularly good in the last evaluation. There was some entries that were not great. Ooh, it did leave from there. Well, it ran the high there, so we might trade lower still. I mean, that's just mitigating the fractal. Then there's an imbalance, and then we have the actual S&D zone that might propel us up. But that's a lot to ask for price right now. I think it's gonna trade lower. It's just mitigating that 50% of this drop from here to here with the fractal left here, and then there's an imbalance here, and then we have this zone with some imbalance too right here, and with another fractal. So it's fractal, fractal, imbalance, imbalance. No imbalance here left with this candle, and this one just meeting right there. So there's no imbalance here. So I still think lower. I might go quiet for a little bit, guys. I'm working on something related to trading, of course. All right, give me a sec.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower.
Yeah, so
Until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to
yeah,
God,
still
they
think
don't let
lower.
me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
You, you. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens now. No, I don't know. I don't trust this flip that much. I mean, when I say flip, I mean a continuation to the upside, not like a flip down. But I still think we're a little bit above where we should be leaving from. But you know, that's maybe I should have considered more this high, this low, and then 50%. I mean, that is yeah, that was the move. Actually, that was the move. I missed that. I was thinking of the protected low more than the actual 50% here. Look at that. I mean, what a great entry that would have been. And this is the type of profit that we want to make. We don't want to put our stop loss, our limit order all the way over here. Even if we get just this much, it's already a really good trade. It's a scalp up. So okay, we didn't see it. We didn't see that this was the range to look for right here, because of course it is. It went up, went down, eventually broke the structure. And the reason why I was thinking the bottom was here was because price never traded lower than that, but it already had traded lower than that here. So this is the actual low. It just seemed too big when, you know, and we did get a rejection from here, so we didn't have the 50%. I mean, sorry, when we got here, we did get traded lower than the 50%, so it didn't give us an indication that could be the precise 50% where we can take a trade on the long side again. So we're gonna watch for more zones like that. We're definitely gonna be watching now for, you know, of course, this high and this low. If price decides to trade higher, for example, then trade lower, we will consider this low and this high, and then the 50% if the continuation. But you know, every time we go down, there's also the chance that you might trade lower. So we need to get the early ones. I mean, still early in the day, kind of, but and there'll be a lot of opportunities here. But right now, the way price is moving, I like it because it's not taking off. It's kind of being, yeah, just kind of like, even though it's like ranging, I like it because it's like it's giving you clear indications of what it's going to do by whether it runs the highs or the lows or whatever it is. So I kind of like this price action. It also gives you time to get out or in because of the way it's moving, so you can manage your trades a little better. You see, like here it didn't run the high, the low, it broke above. Now it's gonna probably 50% or more, well, more than 50%, but then might trade higher. Let's see. And when I said 50%, I meant of this candle here. 50% of this candle, because it's the highest high here. You see, about, it went to about 60% of this candle and then traded up. So it's moving, price is moving very nicely at the moment. We just have not been able to find the entries. That was a really good entry right there. And now if price doesn't break up, now we got a problem, because now it might trade lower. So I hope it does. I hope it does break the high. Good, good. At least it ran it, so that's good news. That protects this low now. Not fully yet, because it has the candle hasn't closed. If it doesn't close, then we're really gonna be careful whether we place a trade or not on this 50% now. But also another problem is this one wicky candle. So price might just move erratically there. Let's see where we are in the, yeah, let's not forget this stuff. Okay, maybe this candle will do it. Run or break. We hope it does. We hope it breaks this way. This is more protected, or just a better spot to trade up from. Yeah, man, no one today. You know, that's funny. When I was getting cooked on Friday, was it Friday? What was the day that I lost the evaluation? I think it was, no, it wasn't Friday. It was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. Monday the 13th, right? Well, the 13th day. It wasn't the 13th of any month, but the 13th day that I traded, I got cooked, blew up my account. Oh yeah, by the way, that brings me to the third topic of the day, my explanation as to why we are resetting the account and why did I blow up my last account. Okay, so I got a Trade Days subscription that I pay every month, and it renews every month. With the new subscription, you get a free chance at the evaluation. Okay. Oh, look, didn't tap into the 50%. Wow. But that's good because it hadn't broken yet. So now if it breaks, even more so, this will be juicy. So yeah, so you pay the subscription per month, you get one free chance at the evaluation. However, if you are in an active evaluation, if you are in an active evaluation, you do not get a free reset. The only way to get a free reset is if you lose the evaluation before your subscription renews. If you lose before it renews, then it notices that you don't have you're not being evaluated, and it gives you that free entry, or the free, basically a free chance at the evaluation. But if it notices you are being evaluated and you still have an ongoing evaluation, it doesn't give you that reset. If your subscription renews, let's say on the 3rd of the month, and you are and you lose the evaluation on the 4th of the month, that's it. You have to wait till the next month's billing to get a free chance at the evaluation. So I was at the second to last day before my evaluation ended, right? So I had 2 more days before my subscription went on for payment, and I get that free evaluation if I want it. Okay. My balance is 18,000, no, sorry, 49,900. No, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. My balance was $49,850. Okay, let's just say that. I was $150 in drawdown. So I had this bright idea, right? I have this bright idea. Hold on, guys. We're at our area. I did take a position a little bit late. Hold on. I'm not gonna talk during my trades. I forgot my rule. You can also see my trade on this one. I got 2 contracts going. Price should leave from there. If not, we're not gonna be taking profit on this one. Oh, wow. Hmm.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision.
This is taking forever. I'm getting a phone call. Oh, I lost that one. All right, I gotta take a phone call real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood. But then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous. Scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but smart, I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card, I roll a flush of bluff, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at, I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'ma be something that they can never be me. Nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Hey man, how the hell you doing? I've been just fine, living life with the noose, and in my mind, all I hear is music. Watching your mouth move, damn you look stupid. I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they said to never date her. I agree, but you did and I hate her. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 Hey man, can I get a favor? Yeah, sure, hot, no, see you later. Sometimes I just wanna be a hater. Gotta wash down the top 40s with a chaser. Your voice starts feeling like a waiter. Scraping my mind against a cheese grater. Before you go, sir, you have to sign a waiver. That's alright, I'm aware of the danger. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. 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 I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof off. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
All right, guys. Sorry about that. I had to take a call. Man, I got cooked today. And look at that. Look at my entries. Two contracts that I took. 135 on one, and then 100 I think on the other one. 120 and 135. So that's a lot. And you know, my stop loss was just there, and then two stop losses. I mean, you know, I thought that 50%, then this candle had traded lower, then it looked like it was going up. You know, basically it took me after a little fakey, and then eventually did go up my way. So it would have been, you know, a good scalp up, but we didn't have enough room. Really, our stop loss should, you know, be all the way down here. But then look at all that risk, and you know, the good thing about putting the stop loss all the way down here is that we could have scalped up and put our profit here. I think our profit was probably over here, but we probably would have broke even once price traded higher. In any case, we lost both trades, and then a third one, which I also thought it was a flip. Again, because of trading lower than this area. So I thought, okay, now but the problem there with this trade that I shouldn't have taken the trade is because we didn't run this high here at all. So now this quote unquote protected low, this one is more likely to get ran through. So now that we're in this S&D zone, we have the range all the way down here. So we'll see, and maybe we can get an entry to the upside again. When and if it does, gives us indications that it might want to reverse, like it's doing right now. Right now, it's you know, it's giving us a little bit of bullish indications on the lower time frames, like the 22nd. You see, you got the runs of the highs. We'll see what this candle does, but too early to tell. I mean, might keep coming down, especially we have that range all the way down here. So we could wait for price to stop going down. So meanwhile, I'm going to write down my trades, which is something I have to do every single time. Which one was the first one? This one here, the 120. 1844. 1838. 18438. Then we got 49, 120 loss. We went up. Okay, trade 2. One 8443.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an
365.
adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should
10
be getting after it.
33.
I got facts over tracks.
And we have
spitting slow, spitting fast. I can roast, I can
135 loss.
but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the
That's a double trade. And then trade number 3. We again try to go up. 105 loss. 18435. 0.50, 18430. 0.25. All right. So we're at the bottom of our range that we made earlier because of this low that broke the structures. So a little more official here. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, maybe shorting the Nasdaq is the way to do it, man. This whole time my microphone was off. Or not off, but just off the side. Not recording well. Off like it's in bad. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I mean, we have this area here. Could give us a higher.
So mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that.
Okay, we got a win on that one. Not a huge win or anything, but we got a scalp up on that pull up for 90 bucks. it could go higher. That could have been a really good trade to go higher, but we don't want to get cooked quickly like that, like just trying to go uptrend and then price keeps going lower. It was a good spot to watch for to see if we get a flip from there, but we're still not above this, I mean below this 50% of the huge move up from today's market. So we're not even half percent, I mean 50% of today's bull run, I guess. So price might go lower, but it was a good scalp up, especially noticing the zone that we were in with this low. Okay, let me record that trade. $18,401. Right here, we'll see what happens here. Actually, this is where price might break the next high, the one to the left. Or just keep going lower. I have a feeling it wants to go up, but there's definitely a lot of action going. Get some manipulation going on. Ooh, I thought the move was up, but it went down. So yeah, so that's why we don't want to get cooked like that again. That was a good little move, but risky because of this. Still, okay, now we're approaching this zone here, 50%. As soon as it tapped it, we got a little rejection. Well, it didn't tap it yet, but almost. Let's see now. Now is a tap. Okay, so we took an order up again. We have those lows as our barrier. Oh, that was a quick 5-point trade. Good one. No drawdown. No sweating. Trade number 5. $18,391. 18,396. We were going up. We scalped up. $11.02. All right. Yeah, looking like a flip, looking like a flip. It's an area of interest. It's got all the things we like to see, but and they're not even imbalances. Like let's see on the 30-minute what's going on. Yeah, it's just a huge imbalance, a huge one here. This is 50% of the imbalance. So yeah, I mean, we can go down all the way here. Which would be probably here. And I'm really hesitant about shorting because we have all these zones that could give us taps and rejections. But the trend is pretty strong because I guess because of the range that was created and then finally it's moving through that range, not necessarily wanting to be very bearish, but just trying to gain momentum to the upside, especially with the day being so bullish at the beginning of the day. Now, could we go back all the way to the start of today and even trade lower? Yeah, we can. So the day is so big that anything can happen between this range and you can even break these lows, right? So that's the beginning of the day here. Traded up and hasn't been down at all. 50% would be around here. But a lot of times price can leave more up from here, for example, not even tapping into the 50% or 70%, but even before that. I had a feeling I was going to end up with this kind of balance today. I'm considering stopping. Not not super worried about it because one more trade would probably be a good way to finish things up, either up or down. I mean, either lose or win. It looks like it wants to go down, but it might be a good opportunity to scalp up before it does. Right there. So yeah, I think you see that. I thought it was going down, but not before mitigating more of this area. There's definitely a lot of volume here. You see that? That's what I was talking about. I did think of getting in for 5 points. I probably would have gotten 5 points definitely. Not definitely, but about 4 right here. 5. If I had gotten in here, 385, 390, yeah, about 5 points, 4 points. But now, denied. Now I might trade lower, you see? We'll see how long it wants to go. Um, yeah, our range is all the way down here. Yeah, it seems like today's gone longer than other days, but I don't know why time is going a little slow, I guess, today. Well, actually, yesterday I didn't stream. I did trade, but on my own. I find it so much easier to trade without the live stream going on, but live streaming is fun as well. Ooh, that was the entry, and I thought it had broken the low, but it didn't. It really didn't. It ran. Let's see. Yeah, it did run them. Just didn't really fully break. Wow. Yeah, we had said this is an interesting area. Notice how my order was above that, but yeah, now, well, let's see, maybe that's 50% of this. Oh my God, I took a position and I shouldn't have. Like, it was so quick. It was so quick that it didn't even take it. I wanted to get in really here. We can replay that, but I was looking at this. So huge movement. I mean, this is very risky to get in because I'm only going for 5 points, but I do like the entry going up. Yeah, that was $100 loss. That was tough. That was a tough one because I didn't expect price to. I mean, I did expect movement, but not that crazy. I mean, that hasn't happened in a while I've been trading. That kind of movement where it just takes my stop loss in 1 second. Especially for 5 points, maybe for three. But that was a huge. Let's see, 18,402 to 320, 376. Yeah, like 25 points, 30 points in the span of a second. Well, basically it was like 15 seconds. So yeah, no, now we probably are going down lower because we didn't run the high here yet. We'll see. If it drops here, we might consider taking a long. We definitely got a strong rejection once it did go lower than that point. And it's wiki over here on a 50%. So no, now I'm more bearish. But by the way, this trade I lost, I was trying to go up, and it did go up. Look at that. I mean, it's just that I got in here, and it abruptly, well, it didn't really go up to my. But honestly, when I pressed the button, price wasn't here. It took my order there, but I pressed it when it was like around here. Okay, let me write that order down and keep on trading. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Scalper Pura? Good to see you out here in the chat. Did you trade today? I've been getting crushed today. I'm starting the evaluation again. after blowing up my account last time. Ooh, we missed it by trying to. Well, I did think it was going to go lower. But look at that. Look at that top. Look at this top here. This is where I actually did take an order, and I did get $100. But now that price traded lower, we'll see. I mean, this is looking very, it's looking bullish. It's looking bullish to me. At least this little zone. We would have to break all these highs, especially this one here, to get more confirmation. But the way it doesn't want to go down, and when it goes down, it picks up so much volume. Check out the ATR on the 1 minute. Ooh. Okay, okay. I have a feeling I might catch something good. Might catch something really good here. Yup, yup, yup. Chilling like a villain. Okay, we're back into the bullish type of action that we were seeing earlier, not without its very strong pullbacks. But the entries that I saw there, now, that's the problem with kind of losing some trades, and especially that last one where um, it was due to just the market moving really, really erratically with my order. Probably it's definitely my fault for getting in on that crazy move like that. But problem with that is that now we lose a few trades, our confidence goes down. We don't take the trades that actually should be taken because of the ones that we shouldn't have taken. So we don't want to do it again, but then we don't take the ones that we should take. And I'm really talking about this one here. I really did consider taking a long position here, and just the way, actually, I'm gonna rephrase that. It was here where I was thinking price was gonna go up from. It did end up going lower, and then I thought, okay, that's when I get in, when it's lower. But then it wicked a little bit down with this candle, and it didn't close. But that was the one. Now, we are left with, price left without us. We are left behind. So this is where I thought I should get an entry, but because this ran the low and didn't close the high. But that's the thing, is you never get that clean action like that. I mean, it's rare. It's rare that you get confirmations right away. Usually there's fake outs, if you will. I mean, the market is very good at deceiving the mind, the human mind. That's probably what it does best. It's like that saying, right? The market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. Well, because the market trades every single day, all the time, in similar fashion. And that fashion is basically the opposite of the human logic, if there is such a thing. We got an imbalance here left. I don't like that. We might push up to this area here where we trade lower from. We're not, doing extremely bad. We got only like $300 in loss. Yeah, 270. So not the worst, but not good either. I mean, could be better. Could be better. I don't know why this thing doesn't show me more. There we go. That's what I want. 190 in profit then. It's just big losses. Bigger than my winners. Oh, I thought it would get higher. It might still. But now the range is so big for the lower zone here. Right here. Squeaky chair. Hey, that's what I thought. I thought it would trade higher. Um, okay, I took a short. Yeah, it's looking good. I think you can get 7 points. Oh wow, I don't even know what happened there. Um, oh yeah, I did win that trade. Yes. Um, yeah, price moved really quickly that it didn't even um, had a bar across my profit target. So $135 in profit for this last one trade. I went down after seeing this real big wick and the way it was formed. There was like a lot of movement. So I figured, 7 point scalp shouldn't hurt, and it didn't. I think that's my seventh trade, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 7 trades. Trade number 7 going down. 135. 18, 4, 14. 11, 24 p.m. A.m. I'm telling you, it feels like it's been a lot longer. And then I didn't record this one. This is a little. That one hurt because that one was unnecessary. Okay, getting a little better. We're kind of making a bit more progress. 165 in losses if you include fees. Yeah, 170. I do think it's gonna go higher. I do think this area is more juicy than where we're at. Maybe this. is definitely could be the one, because this is kind of like where price closed and then traded higher, but then this is the candle that broke the structure. So I mean, I kind of still think higher, but maybe now we go back because this area was left unmitigated, this zone here. This imbalance can bring us higher. Let's see what price. It did it did break that high. Yeah, it did break the high. So that's good news for us because it might trade higher. Then there's definitely going to be more short opportunities up here. Hey, Pura Vida. I mean, Pura Scalper Pura. Did you buy new account? Oh, so what happened? Let me tell you what happened. So, um, I was in the account, right? I was on day 13th, and my account was due to renew the subscription. So I figured I'm gonna take more risk on this 13th day. And if I because I was in a drawdown the whole time, I hadn't made any profit. So I figured I need, I need a good cushion on profit. I had like 250 or something, and I was at $150 down on the 13th day. I took about three positions that didn't go my way, and they were big positions. So I ended up with, you know, like $350 in drawdown that day, plus the 150 I had already. I figured my account is set to renew tomorrow, or 2 days from now. So I just kind of went for it and I blew it up. I blew it up not on purpose. I was trying to I was trying to get back on track at least, and it just kept, it was just an awful day. You can check it out, it's on the last video before this one. On day 13, I blow up the account. But that's actually, not as bad because I got to renew my subscription today, which, uh, resets my evaluation. Funny enough, I'm at the same exact balance than I was, but the problem is now I don't have the 10 days traded. But since like I don't really care, I mean, I do want to pass the evaluation, but I'd rather take my time and really learn, because this is what I'm here for, is like learning. Once um, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you lose the evaluation, um, I mean, sorry, if you pass the evaluation on trade day and then you get funded, you can only do a certain amount of time with a sim account. Then you have to move on to a live account if you make, substantial profits. And, I don't think I'm ready to be considered a professional and stuff like that. Big buffer? Oh man, I don't know what buffer means. Um, I don't know. What does that mean, buffer? I don't know what buffer is. What is buffer stock? No, I don't know. I was checking out your video too about how I think you got some problem with Discord or something. I don't really get into social media or that kind of thing. I just do this for fun and stuff. Um, but I do, I do think you have to be careful with these companies. Like there's so much money and to be made, and so much. so many people losing money that it gets serious. You know, it's like these companies take serious measures and everything's so serious with them. Like they kind of forget that they're just delivering a product, and they make a promise. You know, they make a contract, you pay your subscription, and then if you follow the rules, then you get funded, that kind of thing. But you know, it becomes shady when there's money involved. You know, in this type of industries, and brings a lot of characters into the equation, which don't always have the best of ethics or whatever morals. But but I hope you're doing good, man. I hope whichever platform you're on, you're making money. That's the goal, ain't it? Ain't the goal to make money? Yeah, I don't know, but so this is the area where I thought we might short from. Um, these were my entries. That's a losing entry. That's a losing one. But I had a those were the first entries of the day. That really cooked me today. You know, was the first few. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, I have an Flow Trader account and cancel subscription and my account gone. Oh man, why'd they do that? Oh, they kicked you from Discord? What the hell, man? Ain't that supposed to be like free speech stuff? And like, what do they care what you're saying? You know, you're paying the money. They're taking your money, and then they're like, no, we don't like your money anymore. Like, why? Because of something you said. It's like, what do you care about what I say? My money talks. You know, I gave you guys money. Respect the contract we agreed upon. Yeah, that's messed up, man. I'm gonna check out Top Step. Honestly, I'm just doing this trade day one, um, to get experience and stuff. I'm not too concerned about making money right now because I'm not a profitable trader, and so even if I did make money, I'd probably blow it on other accounts. Not that I would reject the prospect of making money. If I pass it, I'm definitely gonna go and try to make as much as I can. But what I'm trying to do really is get better and profitable. This way I can make this like my living, you know, in the long term. And I'm kind of a newbie at this, so it's not like I've been trading for a long time. And as you can see, I don't particularly win yet all the time on the long run. And especially blowing up accounts. I mean, that they have good rules, you know, like I kind of like traders rules because it's kind of like they're pushing you a little bit to be a good trader. Both are good, each have good and bad perspective. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Every company, you know, as long as they don't scam you in some shady way, as long as they're not scamming you, and they actually deliver on the product and the platform and everything, and you like it, yeah, man, they all have their pros and cons. Pros and cons. I wonder, you know what I wonder is, I wonder what it takes to run a prop firm. Like what kind of credentials you need and stuff. I really wonder because they seem to be popping out everywhere, and especially like if you're in another country. Um, oh man, you saw that coming, huh? You saw the huge sellers coming. Wow, nice, nice. Thanks for the heads up there. Yeah, yeah. Today's market is a little wild, huh? Like it was very steady here, but then it took a turn to the wild side. And I there was no I don't think there are news. I mean, at least on trade days, you know, they don't have any stuff. But that's a good question. Let's check it out. Let's check out if they have news today. I mean, I don't know. This website is, you know, the official Nasdaq one, but um, they usually don't have a good indication of what the news are like. You see, like they have all these like stupid articles. Like, I mean, not stupid, but just inconsequential. Where do you check your news from? Let's see. News and insights. You see, making sense of the current bull market. Declines. I mean, what is the news that the Nasdaq went down? That's the news. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have Japanese. Oh, nice, Japanese, huh? You guys probably get better information than here, because here in America, all you get is BS. Okay, yeah, Twitter for sure. All right, I'll look into, you know, I don't really get into the news that much because um, I try to look at market structure and just the lows and the highs and that kind of thing. And then the news will just probably bring just volume. But I think here where I made this trade, there was a trade, I don't know if you saw it, but I took a trade and it abruptly took my order. Like my order wasn't filled until like way up higher than I put it. And then it took my order in like a millisecond. And that, I mean, that kind of volume and what's happening now, look at this bar. And I had my, I had my, look at it. I had this area. Man, that sucks, man. But look, I had this mapped out. I knew that if we had gone below this line, this purple one, then the one next to it was gonna give us some kind of push up. We could have taken that. We could have taken that. We should have taken that. We definitely should have taken that. This order here with a very little stop loss, and look at this huge move. We anticipated that from the beginning of our day, and then we didn't really do it. We said that when price was like, I don't think it was even here, you know. And the reason why is because it's this range here. Oh, because of the fractal. Remember, you see there's a fractal here, there's an imbalance here, and I said I don't like to leave from the imbalances, I like to leave from the fractals. And then price went into the fractal, which is a fractal here as well, but no imbalance here. Actually, there's an imbalance here. Price traded below it, and then I said if price trades below this line, then this another line here that can give us a push up. Oh well, you know, that's the thing, it's so hard to get in there. Do you trade Japanese instruments? Like I don't know. what are the Japanese instruments? I'm actually curious. Oh, you guys have Japan Exchange Group. JPX is one that offers one-stop shop for a range of products and services with TSC, OSC, and token markets. Cool. Is this what you ever check this out, or do you like more like the American Nasdaq and all that kind of stuff? The bonds. Yeah, you guys have kind of like, the indexes. I mean, yeah, of course. Everybody has everything nowadays, right? Nowadays. No. Huh. I don't know what's going on.